What is up, guys? We are bringing you the Warhammer 40k Shadowspear unboxing. Happy days. Very exciting times. Very exciting times indeed. So we're going to crack this bad boy open. That's our plan of attack for today. You know, that is what our plan is. Let's just get our thumbnail on the go, get ourselves a handy knife. Just before we look in, this is the what's included. We've got 2 codexes and a Shadowspear booklet, made in the UK obviously. This set contains 2 forces of Citadel miniatures, Elite Vanguard Space Marines and the Chaos Space Marines of the Demonkin, along with their background and the rules required to fight between them. So that is what we're going to tackle, and we're just going to pop into the box set here. Pop into that is cutting very nicely indeed. We'll just pop the cellophane, digging in a little bit. There we go, cellophane popped off. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The cellophane is off. We are in with a grin, as they say. So that is the good stuff. That's Shadowspear right there. Ooh, a little bit of bubble wrap. That's handy. So what is on the top? We have some bases. What else can we see? We've got some special characters here that we're going to have a zoom in on. These are some cool looking Space Marines right there. Definitely, you know what I mean. Definitely, you know what I mean. Happy days. Crack them bad boys. Just zoom in on that. Can we zoom in? Oh yeah. Right, now we want a decent background, so oh yeah, that can produce a white, can that? Will that be good enough? Let's have a look. Oh, well, we'll just use the Shadowspear box as a dramatic background maybe, or tissue even. To just give us a nice area to zoom in on. Right, let's check out the first one. This is our whatever the hell he is. I'm going to have to read the back of the box. This is our first sprue. This is like Primaris Cape guy. You know what I mean? We've got Primaris Cape guy here. Until I get to the back of the box and check it out. So that's the first sprue out of the box. Till I get to the instructions. Okay, second sprue out is second Space Marine guy. Primaris Deed. There we go. Just cracking that on. That is the good stuff right there. Happy days. So these are our 2 Space Marine sprues right here that you can see. These are our 2 like special ones. Our 2 like first Primaris specials that we've got, which is always a handy dandy to have. And we'll just check out our Chaos guy in a second. Happy days, happy days. let's move on to the Chaos guy. That's what we need to do now. These are our 2 Space Marine ones, and this is the Chaos one, which a lot of people have been excited about. I think effectively, you know, that mainly people are just going to be buying the set for Chaos. I mean, obviously the Space Marines as well, but I think the Chaos dudes is going to be definitely, you know, definitely the thing, if you know what I mean. Almost certainly people are going to be mainly getting this guy, is what I think anyway. So we're just going to zoom in now and check him out, check out some of these special parts. This is what we're getting in the old box, you know. We'll just check this guy out. Other side of the sprue. Oh yeah, exciting times. I mean, I've been waiting for this. I was hoping that I may be getting it early, but there was no chance of trying to get it early, unfortunately, you know. So I just had to get it on day of release like everyone else, but that'll be fine. So we'll move further on now. There are 2 Space Marines and Chaos Guy. Let's have a look. And are these duplicate? Yeah, these are the 2 duplicate sprues here, so we'll just zoom out again. These 2 next out are 2 identical sprues, exactly the same to build up our guy. So we'll put one aside and we'll just look at one of them. We're just going to look at one. I'll just try and fold out some white, so we've got some white background just to video on, you know. Just check this guy out. Right. Okay, we're going to zoom in. These are the ones with getting lots of memes on the internet about this guy, you know. So, but 2 sprues, but very exciting. This gun looks very cool. Very cool looking, this gun. I'm very excited to see him made up, but I'm not sure if he's going to be flying through the air, so to speak. That's a very tactical bolter there. We've got a very tactical bolter to go at, and that's the other side. So there's some cool stuff, different heads. I'm hoping we can stick different heads on him. That's a very cool head there. So hopefully we've got quite a few options to build these up with. That's what my plan is anyway. Okay, moving on to now we move on to a dedicated, we'll carry on with Space Marines for now and then we'll move on to Chaos again, shall we? Or well, we'll pull them out of the box as they come. Right, so this is the Chaos sprue, and it looks like they've doubled up slightly. They've sort of doubled up on this. Here we go. And that is the doodahs right there. The diddly doodahs. We've got some like monster dudes somewhere, which is, whoa, look at that. That's them there. These guys are like mega huge, you know. So we've got this mega huge guy here. We'll look that up in the box in a second. And this is the other Chaos Space Marines there, and it's a very compact sprue, this. There's a lot of detail and a lot of fancy guys on it. So this is our Chaos sprue. And what I imagine they're going to do is they're going to separate these up, or who knows. I think these have just been custom made for the box set. So that's our Chaos sprue. Most of our Chaos troops. We'll save the Venom Crawler for last. These are our specials again, and they've sort of lumped one in here as well. Just squeezed one in. With our Space Marines, very tactical again. Gone very tactical. Very, very tactical. And this is the good stuff. Look at the detail. The detail's amazing. I just love that, how it's bubbling up. There's so many things I can try and do with that. Might have to get some glazes. Okay, very cool looking sprue. And then our final one is what we've all been waiting for, the Venom Crawler. And I definitely know this one, I remember this one. We've got the Venom Crawler here. So this is our Venom Crawler. Very exciting. Venom Crawler there, crawling around, as he does, like you do. And the detail, look at that mouthy thing, oh my goodness. These are super exciting. It looks pretty easy to build as well, doesn't look too bad to build up. So we'll just have to see how that goes together. Very spiky bits. Very spiky bits. Right, okay, put that over there. Get our cloth out of the way again. Our makeshift white background. And we'll move on to the other good stuff. We get a large poster that's protecting all the bits, and it's had a right good chew in that poster. You know, cheers for the poster, thanks for but that's just got Warhammer 40k hours, so that's the back of the poster, and that's our actual poster, so that's not too bad. So, you know, at least they keep the poster intact despite a little bit of scratching, but it's basically just a protector for your codexes, I believe. There's our transfer sheet. We've got a few transfer sheets here. We've got Black Legion transfers as well. Just a few, just a couple of Waterside transfers, not many. We've got two for the Obliterators, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the troops. Obviously a few more for the Librarian and Fire Support and Battle Line. So we've got a couple of markings there to go at, which is a handy thing. The large bases have been placed into the bottom of the box, along with our little what do you call it, clear see-through ones. We'll have to just see how we go on with that, because that's like weird sort of thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not. We'll use these again sometime. Bases. There are bases. We have now having a quick look, we've got Black Legion. Zooming out, we've got Black Legion there. Sample chapter of a book. So we've got like a mini sample book, which is interesting. I imagine it's got just enough to get us excited about. And here's the Codexes and Shadowspear booklet, which is going to be great. I'm not quite sure how in-depth or detailed they're going to be, but we'll just unwrap this and see. Warhammer Shadowspear rule pack is what it says. There we go, we've got Shadowspear, and then Vanguard Space Marines, Codex. We have the Chaos one stuck underneath. Codex Hereticus Astrates Demonkin Codex. We'll flip through them in just a second. Some introductory how to start core rules, which is this is quite nice. This is a handy thing to have. Even if you know the rules in the game, it's still handy to have. I think they've made it slightly more simplified, slightly more easier to understand. So that's great. And these are our Shadowspear instruction manual with full colour. This is just explaining all the parts and how they go together, how we're going to stick them all together sort of thing, which is handy, handy, handy. Excellentes. Perfecto. Absolute perfectos that. We're definitely going to need that. The decals, do I leave in the box? I don't know. The sample chapter, that can come out. The instructions can come out. The poster is kind of cool. It's just the front of the box. I think we're going to just stick that back down here for a second. The poster the poster does not even fit properly in the box. That is going to get squished, I think, if we're not careful. I think we'll just take the poster out. That's just the box moving. Okay. Right, we'll just stick that in the bottom of the box again. And then stick most of our sprues back. And we're going to have to see who we tackle first. Are we going to tackle Chaos first? I am not sure. I am not sure at all. Or are we going to tackle Space Marines first? I think we might tackle the duplicate Space Marines first. That is my initial thought, thinking that we will tackle this guy first. Are we going to tackle Tactical first or Mr. Big Guns? I think we'll take on Mr. Big Guns first. Let's have just a quick brief look at the instructions. So that's Captain Tactical. Captain Tactical is his new name. Alright, that's them. Normal Space Marines, Tactical Space Marines. Oh, so we've got Infiltrators then. Where's Infiltrators then? Oh, that'll be Infiltrators. This will be Infiltrators then, will it? That looks like Infiltrators. I think we're going to start with Infiltrators just to make things a bit simpler. Okay, let's just have a quick flick through the booklets. This is Shadowspear booklet. Introduction. Shadowspear allows you to recreate the vicious fighting that took place across the corrupted wastes of Nemungas. The Vanguard Space Marines of the Ultramarine Second Company clashed with the Master of Possession, Vorash, and his Demon King Warband in the Black Legion. So that is what we can tackle. There's some very cool pictures in here. Very cool behind enemy lines. Alright, so we've got some basic stuff. Enemy lines, centre of attackers deployment zone. I imagine these are for 6x4. Tables. Oh, that's a 4x4. But it doesn't really explain the space that you're supposed to use war without end, and then it says like, oh, it'll carry on. We've got a Vanguard Space Marine Codex, if you can call it a codex. Very cool pictures again. Very exciting. The Agents of Terror. Legacy of Glory. Okay, there's our precious data sheets. Then it's like basically trying to advertise the codexes for you. I mean, imagine what they're doing is they're not putting the rulebook in because they're assuming that most people are going to have the rulebook. This is our Demonkin one. Same picture again. The shaping of abominations. That is very cool. And our two devastators there. Obliterators, should I say. Very cool looking. Need some glazes to do that fire though. That fire effect, I think. Very cool. Very exciting. ISR Obliterators, Greater Possessed, Venom Crawler. How many wounds does the Venom Crawler have? 10 wounds. That is a beastie of a thing to try and defeat. Damage. Some small changes, it suffers damage. Oh right, so as it gets like 2 runes remaining, it moves down. Right, okay, okay. The Lost and the Damned. I murdered thousands for the Emperor and he gave me nothing except his damning silence. Now his lapdog yaps at every life I take whilst the gods promise me the galaxy. Ooh, Legion traits. Black Crusaders. Very cool. And then we have points values in the back and some nice pictures again, which is very, very exciting times. So that is our brief overview. Now what's Black Legion? Because there's 1,000 suns on the front of this. So, an extract from Black Legion. Okay. But an extract, I mean, I hope they've given you the first chapter or something. And it won't be. There we go, there's our little sample booklet. Only 61 pages to get going with, but it's okay, it's a nice little freebie. You know, it's a handy little freebie to have. I'm not complaining that it's in there. You know, certainly not complaining that it's in there. And we'll have a look at, this is our Vanguard Space Marines and Demonkin. Very, very cool. Very, very cool indeedies. Lieutenant, now it says like some parts have to like click in. Guide to using these instructions. So some parts click in. We've got 20 32mm bases, 12 40mm bases, 2 50mm bases for our like big dude, and then the Venom Crawler base as well. Alright, now it explains what we've got. We've got Captain Infobos armour, we've got Librarian Infobos armour, Master of Possession, and then obviously the other guys. Okay. And like I say, I think we're going to tackle Infiltrators first. That is going to be our first plan of attack, almost certainly. You know, that is going to definitely be our plan of attack. So we'll move over. We'll just shut this lid here. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. There's a battle cry. Boom. Boom. Oh, it's rattling around a bit. And we'll just have a quick look at the back now that it's not quite as shiny. What are they saying about Shadowspear? Contains 2 forces, Elite Vanguard, Chaos Space Marines, ongoing background, rules, battles between them. And then there's like a little bit of thing about Shadowspear there. It says, contact has been lost with the resource-rich industrial world of Nemengast. On the fringe of the Vigus system, Captain Altran of the Ultramarine 2nd Company leads the strike force of the Vanguard Space Marines to investigate the planet, and upon its surface they find a familiar and hated evil. Demon King of the Black Legion have corrupted Nemengast into a toxic nightmare of flesh factories and summoning chambers in order to spawn legions of demon-possessed warriors for their crusade of vengeance against the Imperium's greatest of all these hellish manufactorums is the Forge Infernus, governed by the Master of Possession, Forash Soul Flayer, and his elite routine. Well, it looks like routine. I cannot say that. These this towering fortress echoes the sound of screams and the chanting of blasphemous creed. They're outnumbered and without hope of reinforcements. Captain Ultron of the Battle Brothers of Strikeforce Shadowspear vow to destroy the Forge Infernus, even if the completion of a mission comes at the cost of their own lives. Made in the UK. Happy days. Very exciting. Very, very exciting, guys. So, can't wait to crack into this. Can't wait at all to crack into this set. We're going to do a building soon. So, that's what I will say for now. I think that is our quick unboxing. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.